One problem with regulation is the problem of competing preferences. There are problems out there, right? Everyone agrees on that, right? And the free market doesn't solve all of the problems. At least it doesn't make it possible for everyone to have all of their preferences satisfied. But the problem is we disagree on what is a problem and what is a good thing. For example, Friedman's mentor, Hayek, pointed out the following example. He said, in England, there's lots of very old homes that are very quaint, they're very picturesque, but they're old and they have various problems. And he said, you've got some socialists, right, that will come along and say, well, we need to tear down all the old unsanitary homes. And other people that say, okay, we need to go around and preserve all the beautiful old historical homes. Well, you can't do both. Right? So the argument is that in many, many cases, what looks like just fixing problems, right, that everyone should be in favor of, turn out to be favoring one person's preferences over another. I saw an interesting example of this in the real world several years ago. There were people that were trying to advocate, right, not getting government intervention, as far as I know, but trying to put pressure on farmers to preserve old wooden barns that are historical, they look nicer than the metal barns, etc. And so then the farmers said, well, that's really nice, but I have a business to run. I don't have the money to keep up an old, less effective barn. Right? I'm trying to maintain my farm and make a profit. Right? And I can't afford to do what they're asking me to do. So here's a case where we have competing preferences. Right? Yes, on one hand, right, it might be good for the community to preserve these historic structures. On the other hand, it puts a cost on farmers. Right? And to go either way with this in terms of regulation is to favor one set of preferences or one set of interests over another. Right? Because of this, right, this is one of the reasons why Milton Friedman and others would say we need to be very cautious about regulation. Right? There's a tendency for what looks like something that's simply for the common good to really favor one set of people's preferences or beliefs over another.